Hi, I'm Allie.
I'm Jeff.
I'm from Blacksburg, Virginia.
From Los Angeles, California.
I'm 16.
I'm 15.
And
we're in Lisbon, Portugal.
At the Belém
Monastery, whatever.
Geronimos.
Yeah.
But no one really cares about Belém for the history. We're pretty much only here for the pastries that are absolutely amazing.
Pistache de Belém. Oh. So yeah,
Portugal has a lot of really good pastries. Pretty much every district has its own special.
So Lisbon is that pastry. Then of course, you know, there's other ones from other cities, but this is the best. Is from Lisbon,
which is where we both live.
Of course. Portugal has amazing food.
For the most part.
Bacalhau, which it takes a long time to get used to. It's dried, salted codfish, and then it's rehydrated and soaked in water for 2 days. It's really...
The Portuguese absolutely love it. And at first it was hard to swallow, but we all have grown to like it.
Then my favorite Portuguese dish is feijoada, which is sausage, like 3 different kinds of chorizo sausages, beans, and chicken. That's pretty much it. It's really good. It's like a stew.
Which I don't eat because I am vegetarian, except for I've incorporated fish into my diet because being a strict vegetarian in Portugal would be very, very difficult. They eat a lot of meat and a lot of fish, as it's a coastal country. So,
yeah.
And being vegan would be really, really hard just because of the cultural.
Yeah.
I don't think whose parents would feel very comfortable with having a kid just eat vegetables.
And then soup.
This whole country's obsessed with it.
It's probably, I mean, other than bacalhau, it is their national dish. I mean,
it's a staple.
You have to have it.
Before lunch and dinner, we'll have a bowl of soup.
Any kind of soup. You can have pumpkin soup, squash soup, chicken soup,
potato soup, bean soup, cabbage soup, watercress soup.
Beet soup.
Beet soup.
Yeah, beet soup.
Oh, French onion soup.
Oh, yeah, that's good too.
Good.
Anyways, there's a lot of soup. And
cheese.
Cheese is great. There's cheese from pretty much every city, sometimes more than one. And it's actually really cheap compared to the US, you know. You can get a huge wheel and it's like, you know, 11 euros, which isn't bad. You know, then it's gone very fast. But
and of course there are pastries.
Again, pastries. Which are pastries.
Why we chose Portugal?
Well, I chose it because I like the food and the language. I've experienced both before at home. And I like that it was warmer because I didn't want to freeze the entire year. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people told me that when they came here it was really warm and nice, and yeah, it is.
For the most part. Weather today is not great, but in general, it's a warm country. I didn't know hardly anything about Portugal before I decided to come here, like most of the world. Portugal is in Europe. We do not speak Spanish.
We are not part of Spain.
We are not in South America.
We are not next to Brazil.
We don't speak Brazilian.
We speak Portuguese.
But as I found out more about the language, the food, the culture, I fell in love, and Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a gorgeous football star, soccer star, was an added benefit.
Yeah.
But I've grown to love this country, and it's my city, my home now.
And now, let's talk about school, everybody's least favorite part. It's pretty much a bunch of lectures.
It's very, very boring for the exchange student, especially in the beginning when you don't understand a word that they're saying.
You sit for an hour and a half in a desk listening to the teacher talk. You very, very rarely actually do any work. It's just the teacher talking. You become creative and do things in class.
Pastimes.
Oh yes. Reading is the most normal. Then there's listening to music. Then there's some people use their computers in class.
Lucky.
Oh yeah. Not anymore. Some people, like me, I draw into graph papers and make checkerboard patterns because I'm that bored.
My personal favorite is making lists. I don't know.
Then nightlife.
Nightlife. It's fun.
Yeah.
Very different than in the States.
You'll be out very late for the nightlife. It's a lot different. Usually you eat dinner at like 10 or 9:30, 10.
Around midnight.
So staying out till 5 in the morning is not very strange. It's very normal. I mean, even for me, I'm 15. That's still very normal for us to do.
It's different. The whole entire culture is different.
Yeah. They're a lot slower.
Everything takes a lot longer.
So, you know, when the teacher says get there at 1:30 in the afternoon for your class, show up at about 1:40, 1:50, the teacher will be getting there about the same time.
And everyone's always late for everything, which is definitely
rubbed off.
Contagious.
Yeah.
Public transportation is wonderful. You can get in Lisbon we have the metro, we have buses, we've got electrical trolleys,
elevators,
and
then the
train that goes all over the country
and into Spain, and then
you can
the
get
boats,
the ferries, which are cheap, 77 cents.
Just to get across the river, which is a lot bigger than what you think a river would actually be. So
more like a sea.
It's an estuary.
Yes. Anyway, public transportation is great. You can get pretty much anywhere you might want to go.
And yeah, it's not, you don't have to spend all your money on it. Passes are cheap, so.
Yep. Things you'll try while in Portugal. Surfing. All the exchange students have given it a try once. I tried it this weekend for the first time. I was absolutely horrible, but that's okay.
It's a great country if you surf already at home, because the beaches are always closed. I mean, boards are expensive, but you can rent